Hi Stampers, this is Sandy Hancock. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I'm coming to you from Southern California. What I'm going to show you tonight is a Valentine Fun Fold card. So it's very simple. It takes a minute to cut out the pieces, but once you know exactly what you need, then you can cut them out and just put it together pretty quickly. This would be obviously for somebody special. I'm going to send one to my daughter, probably one to my son, and we'll see. Now, I am going to have to use a different DSP because I'm out of this particular DSP, but I wanted to stay with the basic red and black and yellow. So I decided to use the honey jar. And we'll see. I don't know what it's going to look like, but we are going to give it a try. At least you'll see how to make the card. And then if we like it, that'll be a bonus. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to encourage you to take a picture of the sizes because that's really what you need, is just take a picture of the sizes of paper, and then I'm going to show you where each piece fits. Then I'm going to put the card together. Okay, so the basic red card, I didn't write that down anywhere, but it's 5.5 by 8.5. So it's just your regular size card that normally we fold in half like that. Okay, now we're going to score it at 2 1/8 and 4 1/4. So in other words, we're scoring it at the halfway mark, and then we're scoring it at the halfway mark on this side. So 2 1/8 and 4 1/4. Okie doke. Now let me show you where the different pieces go. Okay, so here are the two panels, and the two panels fit on the left-hand side of the card. So the white pieces are 5 1/4 by 1 7/8. Oh, did you take a picture? Did I say that? Why don't you take a picture? If I already said that, forgive me. I made this video before, so I can't remember what I said then and what I'm saying now. So take a picture if you haven't already. Okay, so the white pieces are 5 1/4 by 1 7/8. So you've got two of those. And the DSP is 5 inches by 1 5/8. So those two panels are going to go right here. Okay, now the next thing are these little squares. So the red square is 2 1/8 square. You need two of those. The white 2 1 7/8 inch square. You need two of those. The DSP 1 5/8, and you need two of those. So those are those two. And then of course I'm going to show you how to assemble the little bee. Okay, now on the right side, we have a piece of white, which I did not write down anywhere, but it's just your normal size 5 1/4 by 4. So that's this piece right here. Then the square, the red is 3 1/2 inches square. The DSP, 3 inches square. I'm coming down by 1/2 inches this time instead of quarter because I wanted to be able to see the DSP. I think it's super cute. And then the white is 2 1/2 inches. Now, the corners are kind of plain if you don't put something in them. And I'll show you what I'm talking about when I get to that point. So I just made a 2 1/4 inch square and cut it in half diagonally. Now on this one, I got away with using just one square because it didn't really matter which direction things were going. But when we're using jars of honey, you don't want a jar of honey upside down. And if I cut it, let's say I cut it like this, so, well, that just wouldn't work at all because we're going to put one square up there in the corner. So I have to cut it this way, and then that piece is going to fit up in this corner, and then I'll cut it this way. So I had to cut two. I'll show you when we get there. Okay, so anyway, you may, if the design doesn't matter as far as direction goes, then one piece of 2 1/4 inch square DSP is fine. If it does matter, then you need to cut two of them. Okay, all righty. So let me figure out where I can move some of this stuff. And let's see, I'll put those up there. My squares over there. Okay, my little bee can go there. All right, so I'm going to get out my Simply Scored. We're going to start at 2 1/8, and then we're going to go to 4 1/4, and that's all we need to do for scoring. Then we'll just take our bone folder, make sure we got that right, and we did. Okay, that looks good. Okay, then this piece is going to go back towards the front. Okay, that's looking good. All right, so I think the first piece I'm going to put in is just the white piece that goes on that side. See, I'm almost out there. Okay, we'll use this one. Okay, here we go. Oops, got something extra there. Okie dokie. All right, there we go. Now let's put the panels on here. So I'll get the 2 white panels, and I'm just going to put this DS little sticker right there, so you can be reminded that that's what the size of what I'm doing. Okay, so put on the first panel, and of course just kind of look at the top, make sure it's even there. Okay, now we'll put on one more right here. Okie doke. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and put on this DSP. So this is going to be interesting to see if we like it once the card is all done. All right, again, I'm just kind of watching to make sure the borders are somewhat the same. It'd be nice if they were. And here we go. I didn't think I was ever going to use these honey jars, but this is pretty cute. Okay, so now let's work on these 2 squares. All right, so we'll move this out of the way since we've got that done. And here's my 2 squares, and I'll just put that right there. Okay, so we're just gonna go, we've got 3 layers to put on each one. And I'll try to get the honey jars straight. Okay, looks good. Okay, one down, one more to go. See, what I'm saying is once you get the pieces cut, and the second time that I cut the pieces, it didn't even really take that long. So, because you kind of know what you're doing. So, did I get them straight? I don't know. Be nice. These are going to have to go at an angle, aren't they? Yeah, it'll still be cute. Okay, so now, these are going to go at an angle. To try to cut the paper at an angle would be a nightmare. So I'm not even interested the slightest bit in doing that. Okay, so now as you can see on this card, the back of it doesn't have any adhesive. So we need to be careful to only put the adhesive on the left-hand side of the square. So we'll just take, so we're going to go from this point to this point on the left. Okay, and we're going to go from point right there to point right there. Then we'll do it again, and we'll just see how this is going to look. Uh-oh, what did I do? Oh, honestly, Sandy. Okay, I forgot to just do the left half. Let's try that again. Okay, half, left half. There we go. Okay, now you see why I like the Dotto. It's very forgiving. Stampin' Up! Used to sell that, and I just have never gotten rid of it. Okay, so there we go. All right, so now we want to work on this square. So let's move this. And what did I do with that square? Here it is. Okay, so now I'm going to put it here because this is what I'm working with. So I'm going to put on the white square, and that's going to go onto the honey jars. Just really, this is just a lot of layering. That's all it is. And then we're going to put this onto here. So it's all going to be at a bit of an angle. Okay, now, when I put this into here, it's too big. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get the points kind of going the same direction there. I mean, lined up. Then I'm going to take and pull my ruler over and make a mark. And then you can use your big cutter. I'm going to use my little one because it's just so convenient, and cut that off. Oops, I forgot to turn it around. So they're going to be upside down. Well, maybe nobody will notice. Okay, perfect. What I should have done is turn this around and cut the point. Well, I forgot to do it. So they're going to be upside down and maybe nobody will notice. That would be nice. Don't tell on me, okay? Okay, that one's out. Okay, so now put this in point to point. Okay, super cute. All right, now see what I'm saying? These corners are kind of bare. So let's see if I can figure out how to do this. All right, so I'm going to want this up in that corner. So I'm going to cut from here to there, and that'll be the top right diagonal. You can just leave them plain if you want to. You do not have to put anything in them. Okay, so let's do this one. We're just going to do one at a time here. Okay, so this is going to go up in this corner. And again, you know, if you don't want to do it, you could just put a heart up there. That would be cute too. Okay, so now, so that's cute. Okay, so now down here, we want the right lower. So I'm going to cut from left to right. Yeah, try it. Try just putting hearts there and see what you think. You might just get away with it. Okay, so this one is going to go down here. Okay, super cute. See, these two pieces are just useless. If I put this one in here, it's going to be upside down. And if I put this one in here, it's going to be upside down. So, unfortunately, you have to get two squares. Okay, so now while I have this open, I'm going to grab my red pad. We're getting ready to do the bees. I'm going to use Happy Valentine's Day. And let me show you, I forgot to show you the set that all this comes from. Got a little heart. I'm just going to put a little heart right here because I think it's picking cute. And so you still have room to write. It's not like you need to say a lot. Okay, so this, well, what did I do with my Be Mine set? Here it is. Okay, this is the set I'm using. So I just put Happy Valentine's Day. And now I'm going to show you how to use the little bee bodies. And if you notice, there's a happy face, there's that face, eyes looking to the left, winking. So four little faces that you can use. And then this is the punch, which I'll be showing you how to use that in just a minute. Okay, so I'm going to just take out a random piece of paper. I'm going to get my yellow. Started to say Yo-Yo Yellow. Are you kidding me? Yo-Yo Yellow was years ago. Daffodil Delight. Okay, so we're going to stamp the bee body in Daffodil Delight. Then we're going to take Memento, and this is going to be this piece. So we're just going to line up the back like that. Cute. First time I looked at that, I thought, oh, it's a little bee butt. Okay, then I'm going to put a happy face on there. Okay, so he's pretty happy. I'm going to move this out of the way. All right, now I like to use strips when I'm doing the bees because, see, there are two hearts up here, and you're going to end up wasting a lot of cardstock. Now for this one, I mean, I usually cut the strips about 1.5 inches. And this one's a little bit wider, so I am going to end up wasting a little bit. And then as long as I'm doing this, making a mess, I'm going to go ahead and cut out let's see if I can do this. I want to cut out, I have some cut out already. I want to add some extra bee bodies. I think I have enough to make this last one. Okay, so this is how we put the bee together. Get all my little pieces here. Okay, this one's done. All right, now I like to put, oh, I did have a couple of them made already. I like to put 3 layers of bee body together because I want a little bit of depth to the bee. So there's 1, 2, and 3. Okay, now I'm going to put, it's getting to the end on this. Okay, so now we've got some adhesive all over. I'm going to put the wings where I think they go. I'm going to put the antenna, and then this is going to be, whoops, I need a little bit more down here. This is where the feet, I don't know, do you call bee? Do they have feet? I'm not really sure. And then we're going to put on our top layer last. Okay, let me get that on there straight. Okay, then I can adjust. I can pull this out a little bit so you can see it better. I think the wings are okay, and the feet, I could pull them out a little bit. See, what I used to do was put it together and then try to stick these things in, and it's really a lot harder to do. So if you do it like I just showed you, it's much easier. Okay, then we're going to put a little heart on his feet. Let's see. Could have gotten that a little bit better. Okay, I guess we have an extra heart. Alrighty, now let's see the big reveal here, what this looks like when we get the bees on there. All right, well, what do we think? It's cute, isn't it? It's just different than this one. I like the bee paper, but this is actually cute too with the little honey jars. Of course you're gonna see bees flying around honey jars. Okay, so let me show you the original card that a friend let me borrow. This is not Stampin' Up! Product, but it just gave me the idea. In fact, this one pulls up and you're supposed to write back here, but that just seemed awkward to me. So I thought, I mean, what are you gonna say on a Valentine? Happy Valentine's, I love you, whatever you wanna say. So it's just a cute idea, but we just don't have any products like that. And then there's another one that I'm going to make a video for, Out of the Lifetime of Love. And that is going to be this one. So this one opens like this. This could be anniversary or wedding. Or it could be birthday too, I suppose. But I'm thinking it's going to be wedding or anniversary. Okay, so thank you so much for joining me. If you want to place an order, you can place it at sandyhancock.stampinup.net. And my email is sandystamper@earthlink.net. No A in the stamper. And I hope you have fun making Valentines. Thank you for joining me, and I'll look forward to seeing you next time. Bye-bye.